All right, good evening, everyone. My name is Jonathan, and today I'll be talking about a topic that's shaping the future of transportation: electric and hybrid cars. We all rely on our vehicles every day, but the choices we make about how we drive them have a major impact on our environment, our wallets, and our future. By the end of this presentation, I hope to convince you that switching from traditional gas powered cars to electric or hybrid cars is one of the smartest and most responsible decisions that you can make. Let's start with the big problem at hand. Traditional gas powered cars are one of the biggest contributors to pollution and climate change. According to the Environmental Protection Agency, transportation makes up nearly 29% of all greenhouse gases in the emission in the U.S. Not only does this burning gasoline harm the planet, but rising fuel prices also hurt consumers, especially families that rely on driving for work or school. And finally, our dependence on fossil fuels leaves us vulnerable to global market changes and energy instability. My argument today is very simple. Electric and hybrid cars are much better than traditional gas cars. They're better for the environment because they reduce harmful emissions. They're much more cost effective in the long run because they lower fuel costs and maintenance costs. And they represent the future of transportation, being cleaner, smarter, and more sustainable. Throughout this speech, I'll quickly explain why each of these points matters and what we can do to make that shift. First, let's talk about the big environmental benefits. Electric cars, obviously being electric and not having any gas to have no tailpipe, making them zero emission. None of the carbon monoxide, nitrogen gases, or particulates are burning from the gasoline. Hybrid cars, while still using fuel, drastically reduce the amount burned by combining gas and electric power. Reducing greenhouse gases helps fighting climate change and improves air quality, leading to fewer respiratory illnesses in communities. In short, cleaner cars, cleaner air, healthier lives. And on the financial side, electric and hybrid cars save more money over time. Electricity costs a lot less per mile than gasoline. Electric vehicles don't require oil changes or many of the regular maintenances that gas cars do. According to Natural Resources Defense Council, the average annual fuel cost for an electric car is somewhere around $500 compared to the over $1,100 for gas cars. Plus, there are government incentives and the tax credits that can reduce the initial cost of purchase. Meaning that while, yes, you're paying a much higher premium at first for an electric car, day to day you're paying much less per mile. Electric and hybrid cars are not just a trend, they are our future. Major automakers like Ford, Toyota, and Tesla are investing billions into electric vehicle technology. Charging stations are becoming much more common across the country, and battery ranges are improving each year. These developments show that electric vehicles aren't just viable, they're rapidly becoming the new standard for transportation. Of course, there's still a lot of misconceptions about EVs. Some people say electric cars don't go far enough, but the modern models can easily travel over 300 miles per charge, easily competing with gas-powered cars, which usually can range between 200 and 400 miles per fuel. Others say charging is inconvenient, but fast charging makes networks are expanding, and many people can charge overnight at home. And yes, as I say again, EVs are pricey, but prices are falling. You can get an electric car now similar to the market value of a gas car, though it may be an older model. The barriers that once made people hesitant are now slowly disappearing, making electric cars much more viable for everyone. So, what can we do to take the next step? First, research on electric and hybrid models to see what best fits your lifestyle. Of course, if you drive a lot, meaning you could travel easily 60 miles each day, you want to have a car that will fit that. Second, support clean energy initiatives and policies that are making EVs more accessible. If you want to be on the much more cleaner side, that you focus on gas, obviously you can focus on charging methods that are also clean. And finally, think about how your transportation choices are affecting the environment. The average gas car is the cause of 29% of emissions. By taking these small intentional steps, we can contribute to a cleaner and more sustainable Earth. To wrap up, electric and hybrid cars represent a smarter, cleaner future for transportation. They help protect the planet, save money, and drive technological innovation. Choosing cleaner cars is more than a personal preference. It's a step towards a healthier, more sustainable future for everyone. Before I finish, I want to give credit to the sources that informed this presentation. The Environmental Protection Agency's report on electric vehicles, myths, and transportation emissions, and the Natural Resource Defense Council's cost analysis of electric versus gas cars. Thank you for listening. Now, let's start driving towards a cleaner future.